I've been sharing with you what the name of Israel means in the Bible, what Israel is to God. So you're hearing it from a Christian witness. Now I'd like you to hear it from a Jewish rabbi.
With the help of the Almighty, I pray to the Almighty to bestow upon me His truth, His wisdom, that I may convey His message and so sanctify His name. We are here a delegation of rabbis, some who are originally from Palestine many generations, and I am from survivors from the Holocaust, from Europe, from Poland and Hungary. Basically, we are coming here because we are Jews. And as Jews, we are suffering with the people of Gaza, with the people of Palestine. It's an injustice that 76 years ago, the United Nations, that was created to bring peace to the world, ratified a creation of a state that was called the State of Israel, a Jewish state, they refer to it, meaning that it's symbolic and that it represents Judaism as the religion of Judaism, which that's all a Jewish state could possibly mean. And therefore, they are automatically subjugating the other inhabitants of the land, the Muslims and the Christians, that will be second-class citizens. The Jewish community that was living there for hundreds of years was not accepting of this concept at all, because Judaism is simply a religion of 3,000 years to be subservient to God, to serve God. And we're even ironically forbidden, since the destruction of the temple 2,000 years ago, to create a Jewish sovereignty, even 1 centimeter or inch of Jewish sovereignty around the world. And that was respected by the Jews who practiced the religion and gave their lives for the religion for these 2,000 years of our exile. Certainly not by occupying another people or taking the land of another people. Certainly not of a people that was so friendly to the Jews, embraced us throughout hundreds of years, but there was the existence of Islam. And when we were being oppressed in Europe and tried to forcibly be converted into Christianity, it was the Muslim and Arab countries that embraced us, and we flourished amongst them without any human rights groups or United Nations to protect us. So it's simply nothing to do with a religious conflict. Jews were always able to live amongst Arabs and Muslims, and Judaism is nothing to do with a creation of a nationalist home. Simply, it was a group of nationalists 100-odd years ago who used the facade of my religion, Judaism, the religion that my grandparents died in Auschwitz for, and they're using this religion as a stick, to stifle, to intimidate the people who are opposing the stealing of the homes of the people of Palestine. And when anybody dares to speak up, they accuse them of being anti-Semitic. That's totally not true. It's really revolting to hear that people who are so friendly to the Jews, we lived together for hundreds and hundreds of years in peace and harmony, and to accuse them, these people who embraced us and gave us a new life for hundreds of years, to accuse these people of being haters of Jews because of our religion, that is unacceptable, and it's ungodly. It's not Jewish. Basically, this concept, when they, just as South Africa, as an apartheid state, even though it was accepted in this distinguished United Nations that was created to bring peace to the world, made a big mistake, because everybody today will admit that although it was tens of years that South Africa as an apartheid state was accepted, that was a flawed and terrible mistake of the world. And today nobody will accept such a thing. And the ones who opposed them were called terrorists, as Nelson Mandela, for 27 years in prison, was called a terrorist. It's the same thing as with Israel. The United Nations did accept it, they did ratify the state, but that, even though there's a distinguished body of the United Nations, that does not legitimize when a group of people come along and take the land away from another people, and especially when they're doing it in the name of a religion that's 3,000 years that expressly states we are forbidden to have a land, we are forbidden to steal, and we're to show gratitude to the Datas. Therefore, we as Jews around the world who are true to our religion will never accept this transformation of my religion into this nationalism. We will never accept the oppression of the people of Palestine. We cry and hurt with the people of Gaza. Every single one who are dying and suffering in Gaza is blood on our hearts. We feel and hurt with them, especially us who've gone through Hitler and the Nazis. We feel, we hurt, and we want the world to know that one day, as the Almighty writes in His Torah, that it says, why are you rebelling against me? It will not be successful. This occupation, just as apartheid ended, this will totally end. With God help, a speedy and peaceful total removal of the occupation, so that there could be a free Palestine. We can live in freedom. We can live together and serve God together in freedom. This is truth. This is Judaism. And this, inshallah, we hope to see soon in our days, a free Palestine. Thank you very much.
There is very literally no excuse to believe anything else. but what is written in the Word. And what witnesses, like myself, I am a Christian witness. This man is a Jewish rabbi. He is witnessing that this is not his religion. And he's telling you exactly what his religion states, what Judaism states. So there's no excuse. You got the Word, you've got the witnesses. Anyone who believes anything else, who is looking at this state that was created in 1948, long after the Bible, guys, and is saying, oh, these are God's chosen people. First of all, it's ridiculous. What does that mean about you? Second of all, there's no possible way that anybody saying that is reading the Word of God. They don't know what Israel is. They don't know what a Jew is. And the only thing that matters is what these concepts mean to God. Because he's the one who established them, and he's the one who's going to save. Anybody who's supporting what's going on right now in the Middle East, these are those Jesus is going to turn to and say, depart from me, evildoers, I never knew you. There is no excuse to believe anything else. And these are the people who are going to kill God's people. This is the image that the false prophet of the United States has set up of the Antichrist. And you see in Revelation 13 that image that the false prophet has set up of the Antichrist, of counterfeit Christianity, of counterfeit religion, of counterfeit Israel, the false prophet gives power to that image to force the mark of the beast on all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Those whose names have been written in the Lamb's Book of Life are going to die. They're going to be martyred by these very people. These people calling themselves Jews, calling themselves Israel, calling themselves God's chosen people. That's who's going to kill God's people. The Bible has made it incredibly clear. That is the image of the Antichrist. Now go discern that with God.